I'm starting it. Let's go and no. Is my mic on? No. 20 glockies. Pull up on him. Make a sound. No, don't sacrifice your don't sacrifice your sleep for the stream, please. No, don't do that. That's funny. You should definitely not do that. Alright. Can I want to separate this. Yo, I'm chilling. I'm doing good. How about yourself? What's up? What's up, Kendall? Welcome back. Good to see you guys back in the stream. What's poppin'? Let me put this back up over here. Actual dashboard. No, we should be good on that. Everything looks good here too. Alright, bet. Alright, bet. Fuck it. We actually live. Oh damn, I was gonna start rapping and fucking it ended. I could actually, something I could do with this shit is I could have it to where like, cause my queues sometimes are like 10 minutes fucking long. They're like 10 minutes long for a queue just to get in the game. And so I'll be sitting here fucking not really doing shit. And I'm like, cause technically to just freestyle still on the stream and just have to turn this from coming through the stream and make it just be heard through there. Oh yeah, I forget you guys are over in Europe. Fuck. God damn. Y'all literally are in the future right now. Let me make sure I posted everything. But see, look what I mean though. Like I don't get underneath that anymore. For the most part. Especially like at the beginning of stream. Yeah, people kind of come in and out. You have school stuff to do. Well, GG's. I'm not... Okay, I'm muted in game. Yep, my story post went through. Alright. Because I have had this one time where I posted on my fucking story and then, well... it just, like, didn't upload. Might actually be better though, because on this new Instagram, On my old one, I probably had like maybe a couple thousand ghost followers though. Like I had people on there that just have been on there for a long time. They don't, some of them don't even see my shit because I haven't seen them view a story in who knows how long, type stuff. So it's like maybe this will reset my algorithm a little bit better, and like, having 1,000 followers would actually like, mean something more versus having 10K followers with a couple thousand ghost followers that aren't even seeing my shit anymore. So yeah, I made a third one, yeah. Just in case everyone in the chat did not know. I made another one. I made a third one. And well, so far so good. So far so good. I don't really know. I don't know if they just deleted enough of my other account or like I don't really know what the fucking deal is, but I am posting on there and it is working. So where am I from? I live in a small town in Oklahoma.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Out in the middle of motherfucking nowhere, just hanging out. No, it's peaceful though here. It's peaceful. I fuck with the vibes. Yeah, I'm gonna play this new bitch because she's. Oh yeah, I lived in Denver for most of 2025. It's funny you say that. Yeah, we just got out of there. Shit, that used to be my low-key. I kind of like the Denver vibes, to be honest. That was like my second home out there for a minute. Although it would have been more formidable if I didn't have to deal with my mom while being out there. But that's the whole reason I could be out there, because my mom lived there. And now that she doesn't, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could go out. I'm not doing shit in Arizona. Fucking desert. Like, I think Denver just was different for me because all of the little, like, the mushroom stuff that they had going on and being, like, the mushroom capital practically for a lot of the, that kind of stuff. And I mean, every place has farmers markets, so it's not like I'm saying they probably don't have their own stuff going on, but yeah, the Denver just kind of has a different kind of culture to it that I liked for the most part. For the most part. Yeah, I 100% Boulder would be more of a place to be at for sure. Which I fuck with Boulder too. It's just I lived in Denver. Fuck. Hey, I mean, living 3 million light years away from everybody, you never know what you might be thankfully avoiding. Whoa, hold on. We're saying statements out here that I do not agree with. Europe is not a good place to be at, depending on where you are. Yeah, I mean, I guess same thing as America, bro. Pros and cons, but I would never live in Europe. I don't think there's any place in Europe I would have any interest in ever living if I were to leave the States. To be honest. There's just like, I just don't see... Okay, somebody has to tell me what good part of Europe is there. Because I'm not going to the fucking UK. Anything to do with the United Kingdom and as a whole. Not even possible. I don't think... Spain might be cool. I'm not going to Germany. I don't care for Italy, France. Like, I don't know. To be honest, in my mind, I feel like movies back in the day kind of fucked my head up around how I see Europe. Because in my mind, going to a European country means that I have to be like absurdly scared that I'm gonna somehow get fucking kidnapped and like, almost like in my mind, every country in Europe is like Mexico. Like, low-key, every country in Europe is almost just like Mexico, except for, like, certain parts of some of those countries. So, I don't know any, I haven't left my fucking country at all, so it's not like I know a goddamn thing about what's actually going on. Yeah, I've heard the Czech Republic isn't that bad of a place to be. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, every place has its pros and cons, no matter how bad America's getting. This place still has certain things that other countries don't have. So it's like, yeah, if I were to really move somewhere, though, I would probably go to, like... Actually, I don't fucking know. I wouldn't go anywhere in Australia. Or New Zealand. I've heard that place is fucking dog shit. Because it's practically like America 2.0 almost. Price gouged like a motherfucker type of thing. With... Oh yeah, like there's Norway and Sweden and stuff like that. You know, those places in here. There's just nowhere in Europe that I would go. I think maybe... I don't even know. I don't know. It's so strange, bro. It's just like something about the rest of the world. Maybe this is... I feel like this is actually like a program. I feel like this is a subconscious program that I have in my own mind around the rest of the world that is due to like media and a bunch of other stuff. But to me, it for some reason feels like if I were to leave America, there's a part of my safety I would be sacrificing a little too much. And I don't know if that's just because I'm so familiar with this place, obviously, or what. But and see, that's what I mean, is like, I don't know, like, maybe I'm also just too much in small city, bro. Cause like, I know there's crazy shit in Miami. I know there's crazy shit in fucking Atlanta that happens. I know there's fucking places, obviously, that are like, you know, whatever places in like Ohio or whatever are like primary places for fucking people getting kidnapped and shit, but... Yeah, I'm not really gonna sit here and focus on all the negatives in the world, but, yeah, I don't think I'm actually ever gonna leave the States, to be honest. This place, maybe in the next 5 years. It just kind of depends on where we start getting with the whole, like, AI, with the data center stuff and all that kind of shit, because... if it ends up getting really bad, then, I mean, what other fucking options do I have? But, I think the trade-offs right now in America are still better than most places. Because unless you're rich, and I'm talking like unless you really got the money, it doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't. I mean, it is wild in America, but it's like, where is it not wild? I think that's kind of the whole thing. We're trying to, you know, when we sit here trying to talk about what places, with the pros and cons of every place to go, but it's like, there's calm places in America, and there are fucking outrageously chaotic, ridiculous places. Pick your poison. And you could probably say that for, like, most countries. You know? Like, every single place. It's just, bro, even in my own state, it's like, there's the ghetto, and there's the nice place. Like, I don't have to go to the ghetto just so that I can be involved in my fucking state or city. You know what I mean? Like, I feel... No, it's it's my go live notification, so people think they got a sub and then they come into the chat. I'm sorry. you kind of got trolled on that one. My bad. It's cooked, dude. It's cooked. Bro, they're pressing fucking everything. And my team just got zoned. God damn. I like this character, but I don't know if I just don't hit enough shots on her or if she just isn't. She's a little weak. Because I feel sometimes she kind of is. Or it's just not really rewarding for me to, like... I mean, yeah. Nazis in this. We just start literally going left, right, up, and down with all this. It's not that bad. All right, have a good night. 4 hours of fucking sleep. I don't know what the fuck you're operating on, but I could never fucking sit here and operate on 4 hours of sleep. You got me fucked up. Like, I know people do that shit. I don't know how anybody actually doesn't get all the sleep they need. I mean, I don't think you need 8 hours of sleep. That's not really it. But like, if I get a really good 6 hours, I'm talking like I have to sleep really well. And I notice that if I eat anywhere near close to whenever I'm gonna go to bed, then I'm gonna be cooked. It's like I don't sleep as well. It's so strange. But if I do it right, I'll wake up and I'll feel so much energy in my body, and I just feel ready to go. Operate. Going from low sleep to operating on energy drinks is like, I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck y'all do that shit. Beats me. Y'all got me on that shit. I don't know what the fuck. No, that Darky song's fire. Let me. I mean, I guess I'll start Q again because it's gonna take a while. Let me look at the. No, we're good on that. I don't have any backup plans, and I don't need them. Just like a game, Michael Jackson. Honestly, I'm really thinking of just kind of saying fuck it on the video games at some point here, and we just stick to trying to make music, to be honest. Because I have so many things in here, and I kind of haven't touched them actually since I last made anything. I put that EP out. We put that out like 11 days ago. Which that means I've already put out two EPs this month. So it's quite a bit of music. So, but I feel like I feel like I need to not have too much space between it, because it's so strange as I've gotten older. This is actually like a story I can tell as a clip. It's strange as I've gotten older. Interestingly enough, where sometimes you just have to really be dedicated to something you really like doing. I really like singing and using my voice, and it feels like it wasn't until the past like 2 years or so that I was actually able to start feeling my voice being at this really cool baseline. You know, I used to feel like years ago, whenever I would not do vocals for a certain amount of time, then for some odd reason, like my vocals would just like deteriorate or something like that, or I feel like they would just I'd have to like work up to getting back to where I was. But now, especially even with like what I was doing on that EP, it's like I feel like I can get in this flow state with the singing and with everything around it, just seamlessly. It's kind of crazy, and I really like that because it's I think the amount of time that I've spent making music starts showing, you know, every single part of how long I've spent making it. And just getting past all of the barriers around being creative or just letting things come through me. It definitely is a lot harder to try and freestyle singing like that if you're not as adverse to just hitting. Like, I used to not be good at hitting the notes just off the top of my ear. At one point in my singing journey, I had to be listening back to something, or I avidly had to use autotune as a crutch to find the whatever I'm looking for when I'm writing melodies. And I still kind of do that now, like at least to get me in the key specifically. But I feel like off the top of my head, I could start singing along to something out of nothing and actually still sound good, where I definitely could not do that a few years ago even. It still baffles my mind. I've made the amount of music I've made and the amount of things I've done just by, like, you know, being crafty and using tools or whatever else I need to kind of get by to still get the product done. and know like what my limitations are, but those limitations have like slowly lifted as I've just gotten more into the craft. And so I really feel that now, because like even my production I feel like is just, I can make anything that I'm gonna make actually hit, and I keep getting better and better at that. So I wanted to get through that for the clip. Next one, am I trying to get my music big or just doing it for fun? You can't get big with something if you don't really love it. If you don't love what you're doing, it's impossible for you to be so dedicated to it. Because you can still get to a financial place out of it, but then you're just going to stop being involved in it. I've learned so much that music itself is just, it's a game. Like, not just the business side of it, but like getting into translating, I'm creating what I'm creating at my desk or whatever I'm creating, and then getting that into the world. That's the game. And if you don't love doing music, everything else doesn't really matter. If you can't have fun with it, like, I feel like as we're getting to a time where volume is extremely important, like in any case, being consistent and having volume is like the turnover at this point that we've kind of adopted in society, as getting through what you would say are your failures, you know. But it's just like people don't really have enough time anymore, which this is actually an interesting statement to say. People don't have enough time anymore to be dedicated to their failures. I'm going to let you sit with that for a second. People no longer have the time to be dedicated to their failures. And I mean, someone can't sit here and try to be creative and then just be so obsessed that they can't write something or whatever else it is. It's like we've normalized a lot more that just like get through it and make the shitty song and just pump it out. And I feel like that's good, because it's letting people actually get into their creative mode. I've never seen so many people obviously try to be creative and come up with something. We've never had more artists and musicians ever on the fucking planet, obviously. But I feel like nowadays, in general, there's nothing around social media and how people's minds are getting trained subconsciously that says that they should even be caring about being so stuck on something. Because what's the point of being stuck on something when I know that, like, even my mind is around this, and that's why I'm wanting to freestyle more and kind of change the dynamic of how I'm already creating music, and on the side have different things that I'm actually taking my time on, because I still want to be crafty and I want to still have things that I actually take time with. But I want to have a funnel that lets me be more flow, and like kind of like my ideal in my head is like getting to that Juice World type of flow. There's just no restrictions behind you starting, having something to say, getting everything around it going, and then sticking with it, and then doing it again the next day, and you just keep rolling this over. It's like it's a frequency that you're embodying so heavily inside of yourself, and you're rotating through this, and getting that naturally without substances, because, you know, many people get to their really interesting creative places being absurdly fucked up, and I think that that's actually a positive on how things are changing with the game right now, on people's consciousness. And I think that's a good thing, because people, you know, you still don't really, like, you can pop out tomorrow, but you're just going to fade into obscurity if you aren't showing up and being consistent. There's really nothing around all of this shit in the world anymore that lets people be I don't want to say lazy, but be as uncommitted as they used to. You're either like clearly going to be committed and that's going to show you something out of it, or you won't. And there's not really any like in between. And as I've been doing content paired with obviously trying to keep up with making more music, it's definitely up-regulating the tension of my limits, which is great. It's showing me more of what I can do. Hey, what's up? Yo, thank you for it's okay. That's unfortunate. Yo, thank you for making that edit, by the way. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. I'm always down for posting really whatever type of user-generated content there is. So And I mean, you're more than welcome to post it yourself if you would like, if you know how to tag the song properly and stuff like that. But, yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, I think I kind of like the adaptability of the game changing and creating music, because now I feel like I can just keep getting better at like getting in tune with whatever the fuck's gonna come out of me and it being cohesive and coherent. And I mean, that's just like forever gonna be the best way I'm gonna start making music at this point. So just I feel like I'm getting finally to the point, at least what I'm trying to say is I'm getting finally to the point where I feel like everything I'm making is just so stupidly good, and the craft part of it is like just embedded in me from all of this experience. And so pair that with how the world already is right now, it's like I'm kind of built for what's going on right now. You know, it's just like people say their favorite artist would not be able to survive in this environment, and of course, because they had a different environment, and that's why they had their own types of success in that time. But this isn't that. There's a whole different experience that we're living right now, and that environment is breeding the conditions for other types of things to be had. And you know, eventually there's going to be maybe the time period after this is something that like I'm going to be so grateful that, you know, I make it happen right now or in the next year, whatever else it is, and then at some point TikTok dies, this whole thing fucking falls apart, and then we have to move on to something new. And then I look at people having to do it, I'm like, damn, I'm grateful I did what I did then, because people figuring out in this next version of what the fuck it looks like is even more difficult or something else like that. I'm not really sure.
It'll be fun.
It's okay. Yeah. You know, I might start... I've seen some people do this on YouTube where they actually are taking gameplay of, like, whatever game they like. I'm talking, like, old games, like fucking Black Ops 2 gameplay, like, old... Like, I'm sure it's new, and they made the gameplay new, but, you know, it's from old games. I've thought about doing that kind of style, like, in this, but also kind of making it like a podcast where I have talking points and stuff like that, because I easily could sit here and, as I have obviously done, and talk through anything while also somehow playing the game, which I noticed makes me like half focused low-key, like, so it doesn't always make me play as good. But once again, I feel like that's just a rhythm and flow. You know, it's like a dichotomy between the unconscious and things like that. It'd be really interesting. But the only reason I haven't done something like that is because it would take a lot of editing time. It would take a lot of other stuff outside of what we're already doing. And right now I'm kind of still trying to get a sporadic amount of clips from stream. So like not just me talking, obviously. Which makes up when I actually have a lot of clips to post whenever I talk. But trying to also get other types of content at the same time, some funny clips, just like a little bit of mix of everything, and just kind of see what ends up working in the algorithm as time goes on. Because it's not like any of this is agnostic to my personality, at least any of the content I make. But, you know, I feel like the environment for it is set differently depending on what I'm doing. Which kind of, I mean, which is cool, but like, if I could have a game that has more of a social mechanism in it that I could just kind of go around and like I feel like I would excel more at having something that has a social background to it. And like this game kind of does, but I'm playing at such a low rank, like there's 2 people in chat right now. And when I play in plat, I get games in a row where nobody's fucking saying a damn word. So I've thought about, like, I can't do VR chat though. Like, I feel like VR chat content would actually be fun, but I would have to. I would not be able to do that on this platform. Not be able to do that here at all. And I would also have to be. Why are you? Are you, bro? Are you good? I stepped in a fucking trap. I killed both the supports, so I guess I did my job. Oh, well, I mean, you can't do very much about not being very good at a game, though. That's a little different. Like, I don't know that it works very well in games that also have, like, a competitive nature to them. Like, I mean, there's been plenty of content like that around, like, you know, I used to play Fortnite squads, and we actually might do, like, Fortnite viewer squads or something in here at some point in the near future. I've thought about that. Some people have suggested it, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna... Fuck you, bro. But I'm talking like a game that just primarily has like the social aspect of it embedded in it. I just like VR chat. There's too much. VR chat I think is the only game I can think of, and it's oh my god, fuck. But God, bro, I would get banned so fast. I don't think anybody. I mean, most people know about how bad VR chat is, but the amount of fucking derogatory terms that are dropped in a phone. What the fuck, man? How do you knock me off the map? What do you mean, bro? Oh my god. The car's cool though. Motorcycle's cool. I need to press Q. Yo, fuck you. Let me go. And let me know when you get back from this ad. Oh no, their Mercy's dead. We're doing it. We're doing it. I'm winning. I'm winning the video game. Are you back from the ad? Wait, there's still somebody on the fucking point? I know, right? Finally, I'm fucking... Oh my god, he really tried to solo ult me. It's crazy. He tried doing it again. Can you get off my fucking dick, bro? Like, what do you want from me? There's like 5 other people around me that are better killing instead, and you're looking at me. Come on. Kill this fucking... Just not fucking hitting any of my goddamn shots, bro. Okay, so just so you know, I do get paid when people watch the ads, by the way. So, as if it really matters. It's not like a ton or anything. But I can control like how many minutes. People were getting like 3 minutes of ads, and I was like, when I get a stream that shows me 3 minutes of ads, I click off. I've never had a stream, even in the middle of something interesting happening, where I'm like, I'm not sitting through 3 minutes of ads. You can fuck yourself. I'm leaving. So I tried to put it down to like a minute, because if I get a minute when I'm watching like a stream for like 30 minutes an hour, I at least like I'll watch through it. It's not the worst thing. So, oh yeah, no, it's fine. I got you. I can still answer your question though. I started producing. That was actually the last thing that I got into, out of all of the things that I got into, because I had pretty much gone through every layer of doing music. You know, so it's like, yo, Pra, what's good? Thanks for the follow, gang. Welcome. How are you? So, I started off on a really, mainly just from like actually trying to do things inside of a DAW. I started on an old one back in the day. I think it's called Reaper. I think it was actual, just, it was bad. It was really bad. And so my first thing to get into was like, I've always had a microphone. I bought it when I was like 16 and I was working at a fucking gas station down the road. So I had this already whenever I was trying to get into things, and I finally got FL Studio. Like, yo, what's up, Funky Pants? How are you? I got into FL Studio in like 2017, I think. Somebody finally gave me a cracked version of it, like fucking FL10. Still what I use, by the way. Still use a cracked version, but when I started, you know, there wasn't AI and there wasn't a ton of videos that you could go watch around, you know, getting into everything. So I kind of just trialed and errored the fuck out of at least trying to record myself over something and then make myself sound decent. That was the biggest, like, struggle for me whenever it came down to it. So, and eventually, just with a lot of time on that, I got it down. If I were to tell if somebody else were starting right now, I would tell you to go AI and YouTube your way through how, not any creative part or nothing like that, but just to teach you how the DAW works so that you can do what you're trying to do, which is record myself over whatever I'm trying to put in, or like just how to do the things so that you know like how to do them. If you know how to record yourself, then you can record yourself, and there's, you know, you don't have any limitations on that. And I don't really bring AI into any of my process at all. Since I've learned all of this stuff, it just, I haven't really found a reason to bring it in, to be honest. It just, there's not really, but anyway, yeah, use it to help you learn fundamentals of things that are like, you know, that are just like stuff that aren't creative related. And once you know how to use the DAW and you know how to like do things, put your voice over something, make it sound good, all that kind of stuff. Because like even mixing and mastering, there's still like a baseline that you can get to. And that still lets you kind of know what to do. Like if I want it to sound like that and I wanted to get it to a certain place, I can. Like some people use presets. You know, there are ways in the game that people don't even, like I say in the music game, but like with producing and stuff, you know, some people use presets. They don't even mix their own shit. They use other people's vocal chains to make music, and which I think is fucking hilarious, because like I ended up making my own with all of mine. It's technically a preset that I just reload in. And I didn't even really like doing that initially, because I always preferred mixing it from scratch, just because maybe sometimes I'm trying to do things a little differently, messing around with delays and all that other kind of shit going into the process. But I'm saying producing as a whole and answering this because like when I actually started like producing, and I'm talking like I was trying to make beats and do instrumentals, because I didn't get into that until like 2022, I think. Yeah, something like that. And that's when I actually was like trying to like make instrumentals and figure all that out. And my first, you know, few instrumentals sounded like absolute fucking dog shit, of course. It sounded so bad. But like everybody does, you know, I had to start somewhere, and I did. And now I still have a long way to go. Like, but I think the one thing every time I've, you know, when I've gotten into it, whatever it is, I've just never let there be a reason why I can't get to the finish line with creating something. I think the only things that I've really been like, man, I don't know that I'm going to be able to do this all on my own, is like metal related stuff, because I don't play guitar. And at this point right now, that's actually not even a focus of mine, as much as I would like to sit here and like learn to play instruments and stuff. But like I also need to learn music theory, and I need to learn all that kind of stuff. But I haven't fucked with that stuff either yet. So it's not like, that's not the end all be all of getting into anything technical. I think as long as you just like, what do I want to do, and you keep trying to figure out how to do that specific thing, then like you're gonna be good. Because that's pretty much what I did. And you know, oh my fucking, and that's how I figured out, that's how I ended up actually making stuff. Like, you know, you can get lost in the sauce of all the bullshit and still technically not actually make anything or put something out. Like, so yo, Symmetra, what's good? Over on YouTube, how are you doing? Yo, why can I not kill a fucking... I'm about to play Bastion, bro. I'm just gonna play Bastion. Alright. Yo, what's up, Ellie? How's it going? Yes, a hero with a bike. It's actually crazy. Yo, Funky, you gotta get on. For sure, you gotta get on the game. I have... It's funny because I've made every piece of music I've made, and I don't know anything technical. When I sing a note, I don't fucking know what note I'm singing at all. I have no clue. I'm actually about to fucking die. Like, it's amazing to me. Because I could sit here and actually keep pumping out songs. And and not know shit. All I know is, it sounds good, I like it, I'm doing it. And, like, that's pretty much it. Like, I think the only reason I want to learn it is because I want to learn the deep part of interconnecting music through, like, I don't want to just hear a note and know, like, okay, that's C. I want to know, like, what hertz is that note at? At what place in the scale? And what number would be tied to it, right? And what color would be tied to it? And, like, what piece of geometry can I create? Like, if I were to take a section of notes and start playing them, like, how would that look on as a cymatic on a 2D visual scale? Like, I want to get into the crazy fucking shit. But that stuff has literally nothing to do with making music. To be honest, there's nothing to do with music. There's nothing. It's funny, Ellie, because so our guitarist in the band, which we're mainly kind of doing things over the internet. So the rock stuff we've done recently, he's actually in school for fucking jazz composure and like music theory and all that kind of like that. If I need to learn music theory, I pretty much just I'm gonna have him probably teach me. Yeah, because we're also kind of making music together, so like there's things already, like it's when we're creating stuff, it's like I don't know any specific definition of what the fuck we're doing, but like we're doing it, and like it kind of gets me like asking really intricate questions and stuff. We've kind of gone over it, but I feel like I need to be in a really good place in a certain way for my mind to actually be able to start digesting some of this stuff, because my mind is so focused in so many other places. Yeah, no worries, Ellie. It's all good.
Team kill. Score.
Yeah, but the funny thing is you don't need to know all of this stuff to make a song. You don't need any of it to make a song. And I think that that's the most beautiful part, is if you know, or like, I feel like, okay, I'm talking about something that also requires people to have a natural skill, which isn't obviously around knowing what's what, because everyone's taste does not always mean that, like, like when I hear something, or I've been hearing something, like I can tell that it just doesn't sound good, or I don't like it, or whatever else it is. Not in a like, oh man, I don't like this fucking thing, and I'm like self-deprecating about it. More just like, what do I need so that it sounds better? Do I need a better performance? Do I need like to change the melody up? Like those kinds of things are really natural to me, and my mind is thinking about those things. So I think that's kind of what changes the dynamic of not having to know all of these things technically, but still being able to come in and just have stuff come out of me. I could load up FL Studio right now, and I'm just going to have a bunch of shit just come out of me, and it's still going to be amazing. You're talking to somebody who has sat here and made 1,000 plus songs. For like, I've trashed so many songs in my early days that nobody will ever get to hear. Like, so bad. Honestly, playing this game, just to answer your question about how are the games, even today, it's just, it's always back and forth. It's like, it's ever since this character came out, I think I'm losing games because I'm playing the character. And but then also it's like, if I don't play the character, it's just like people are playing the game that, usually aren't as often as they were. It's like every time they've made changes to the game, for whatever reason, the quality of playing the game goes down when all of these new players or people who don't play as often or whatever else it is, like the player base starts to increase. And then when all of those players disappear, and they're just like, okay, I'm bored of this now. I'm gonna go play whatever the fuck they were playing last week. That's when the game actually gets fun again, and it feels like, you know, if I lose, then I lose, and I win, I win. But like, I have games where it's like not just me being shit on, but my whole team doesn't know what the fuck to do for some reason. I'm like, come on, how the fuck are we all in this goddamn ring, bruh? Yeah, no, you're good. Which, you in the serve? Yeah, you can always at me in chat, by the way, if you have any questions, like in the Discord. Discord's always place to hit me up. I could get, technically, I can give you a cracked version of FL Studio that I've been using, if you really want it. And then at this point, like, you just have to learn some basics around using the DAW to actually make any music. It'd be pretty easy, matter of fact. Okay, Ellie, I'm pretty sure that you are like, you're one of the OGs from a long, long time ago. Because I feel like I remember watching one of your streams or something. Like, don't tell me I'm having a really strange case of deja vu. Please tell me that whatever the fuck I'm remembering is real. That I'm not being delusional, but I swear that I've like watched your streams before or something. You only got a mic, yeah. Shit, I've heard some people making some fucking some fire music on BandLab. You know, fucking. I wish. I feel like that kind of stuff is just like if you're making demos and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But if you really just still wanted to make demos and that kind of stuff, like if you got Apple headphones or, you know, headphones with a mic, you technically could still sing into BandLab and make demos and just see what works. I just like, in my mind, they're just, I don't ever think about this probability of not being able to create. I think that's just like, I think that's just the difference between like music being for somebody at a certain level and it not being, you know, like, not to say some people who aren't like that in any way. I have plenty of friends I've made music with, and they're not gonna sit here and fucking make music every day with me, you know, or anything like that. But, well, they still make good songs. Actually, you know, they don't have a million hours in the fucking craft or anything crazy, but you know, they're still fire. It's cool. So it's like, you're having issues joining the Discord. I've heard of this happening. Is my link fucked up? It says my invite's invalid. Why does it keep saying that? Because if I pull this up right, like I can see the link right now. I'm looking at it and it works. Huh? Discord, fix your shit, please. Please. Wait, what the fuck are they saying in chat?
The tree of life is ready.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's like, I don't know if it's like how people are pulling the link up sometimes or what, but all right. Honestly, yeah, that always works too. If you need to add somebody on Discord to get in there. I've had some people say the same thing where they like click the link and it says invalid, but then I have plenty of other people who like don't have a problem with it, and I don't know. I just want to make sure that when people get it or they're trying to get into it, we have a 100% success rate. Is why I'm trying to figure that out. You know what I mean? I don't want there to be any problems with people trying to join the community. Oh my god. Do I think we're actually gonna win? Yo, to be honest, I just had to stop throwing. That's the reason why we were losing.
Hey, what do you mean throwing?
I mean, I wasn't actually throwing, but like I was clearly playing a character that I'm dog shit on. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Yo, this Moira can die though. I think the only other thing that we probably could have here would be like Sig to play Orisa, but I mean, I think we're fine. Yeah, I think.
That's more like it.
I mean, I guess whenever I actually have a character that, you know, provides value, I think the new character just doesn't do enough damage.
How are you?
I've never heard anyone say that.
I don't think she does enough damage, to be honest. I don't. Or maybe I'm just dog shit. Maybe I just don't hit enough shots. I don't know. Oh my god. They're up top, by the way. Should I EMP here? Are we gonna win this? The Doom is actually.
Catch you later.
Nah, get out of here, buddy. Bro, I was throwing so hard last round, 100%, because there's no fucking way that Yeah, yeah, I was 100% throwing last round. Lily, what are you doing? Lily, what are you doing? Thank you for the 100 bits. What are you doing? Thank you. Yeah, here, let me. You're doing things, of course. Of course, you're doing things. Doing things. Please. 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 Yo, drink your water, chat. Cheers. Drink your water, gang. Okay. I've been playing a lot of games, and I have, like... We actually need to make some music on stream, or I need to make some regardless, because I have a lot that I needed to get through. I still actually haven't done any rock songs since we did I Will Not Be Controlled. And I've had the demos sitting around. I just, like, I don't know, I haven't really felt called to do them for some reason. So I guess we'll get around to it whenever the time comes. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep... I'm just gonna, like, hold hack on the fucking point, basically, for doing this, bro. Here comes the sword bitch now. The sword bitch is hacked. She actually could die. She can die now. Nice. There's a Moira back behind us over here. Nice.
Here comes out.
Yeah, we should just walk on everybody else here, though, and make sure they die. Like, this Doom's gonna... He should die. Doom's still low. Doom's still low over here. He has 100 HP. Kiri's one. My god. How is the doofus still alive? That's nuts. Yo, we actually are winning. We're gonna do this shit. I think it's funny talking about the music stuff, because a lot of my journey with producing has been trying to learn new genres and do things that I haven't done before, and just kind of keep getting better at the craft of understanding music itself. Like, most people don't understand the difference between creating a different genre and what that even means. BPMs, all that other kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And it's like, I guess some people don't want to exert that level of creativity, or that's not what they want to do, but like, I really have enjoyed getting in to understanding the intricacies of a lot of that stuff without having to like get into all the crazy stuff. It's my brain just works in a very, very interesting way when it comes to all of this stuff.
¿Qué tal?
And I think that's just part of obviously what like makes me me. No, 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 we got off the fucking... You pulled the person off. Fuck.
Score 5-3.
Our Sigma fucking died. So getting into all that stuff has definitely helped me start challenging myself whenever it comes to making stuff. And some things I actually like this is... I think it's funny enough kind of talking about this barrier of creativity. I'm so, I don't want to say like obsessed, but I'm so headset on making sure I can just create, and if I feel like I can't or I don't have enough of something to do it, that I will go find it. Like I've used YouTube beats before, as much as I don't like to. Like I will attempt sometimes to go search for them if I feel like I just need to find something that is a little bit out of my range, and I'm always kind of making sure I have something I can lean into. Yo, what's up, Dreaming? Dreaming, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, fam. Absolute blast to have you, bro. What's poppin'? Oh, yeah. Yo, thank you, guys. We actually... we actually got over 1,000 members in the Discord, which I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna do like the oh, I'm actually in the game. I fucking forgot about this. Forgot I was in the game for a second. I don't know if I'm gonna prune people out that just don't ever show up or don't like open Discord, because I'm kind of thinking about that. It's just like I really want to make sure we actually have like a true pack. It's funny because we're getting shit on by somebody named Pack, of like 1,000 people that are at least like involved in some way, paying attention to it. Because if I add everybody, you know, we want to have something going on, or if I want to get everybody voted into a poll for whatever we're doing, like I think it'd be cool to have a baseline amount of people that are still paying attention. I just know I've brought a lot of people in there that they don't, you know, some of them don't even use Discord. Some of them got it and like they saw I was giving the OG pass and they're like, oh shit, I'm gonna come get my OG pass, and then they just like never you know, and then they're just gone forever. I'm coming for you, Widow, you fucking bitch. I'm coming for you, and I fucking died for it, actually. The Widow's won all the way back there still. Kiri's actually won that. Nice kill.
Catch you later. They've got us outnumbered. Ay, te asusté.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
No.
Yo, we're gonna have to make sure we win at least like 2 fights here without getting absolutely clapped.
We should probably stop the payload.
They went back to the Vendetta instead of the Widow. And the Vendetta's actually over here right now. Never mind, there's a fucking Doomfist. There's a fucking Doomfist, bro. I don't want to get fucking fisted. I don't, like, what else am I supposed to do? Sometimes I feel like this character actually doesn't even counter that fucking character, to be honest with you. Like, it definitely fucking feels like that. It's like, I don't know what the fuck else I'm supposed to do. Probably, no, I say that. I probably should not be meeting close range fucking characters like this in a goddamn room. I'm getting out fucking played, bro.
I'm not done just yet.
Alright, get it. Take it easy. Yeah, Doomfist is like Doomfist is the #1 character that I just don't like in this game. That I can't do it, bro. I can't. Because it's like anytime that I'm going against a good Doomfist, I don't know if I just need a more equipped team. I don't know if I need to be better at the fucking video game, but 2 plus 2 does not start fucking clicking, and then my team just gets shit on. And like I've not had a single game still to this day. Like there has not been a game I have played where the Doomfist is on the other team and I win the game. The Doomfist has to just absolutely suck. I don't. What the hell am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? You know, maybe I should ask AI. You know what? I'm gonna ask AI right now. Hold on. We're gonna ask AI. Ready? We're gonna do this together. What do I do when my Overwatch team is dog shit and the enemy team has a Doomfist that is fisting the fuck out of my team and we can't seem to kill him? I can't play counters that work, because then I get fisted too. Can you help me not get fisted anymore in Overwatch? Thank you. What the fuck do I do if I play the counters, but he still is able to fist me? You're reacting instead of predicting Doomfist. Okay. So basically, it's telling me that I'm dog shit at the fucking video game right now, and I need to get good. That's what this is saying. Well, you know what? Maybe if you predicted the fucking combo. Actually, you know what? It's not wrong. It's not wrong. That's the problem right now. It's not wrong. It's not. It's not wrong. It's not wrong, actually, at all. Okay. Well, that doesn't fucking matter because there's a wall everywhere. Open space. You know, every time I've positioned an open space, you know what happens? I get kicked off the map. I die, literally. Okay, so honestly, I just kind of did this right here for the bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I did that for the fucking bit. That right there is definitely going on fucking YouTube. That's a clip right there, gang. That's a fucking clip right there. But I mean, I think about that sometimes playing this game, that like sitting here complaining about whatever the fuck's going on really doesn't help me. It doesn't help anybody. And I feel like the only reason I ever or anyone gets actually stuck inside of a rank or dealing with things that are hard to deal with is because they're not learning what they're supposed to do. It's just like you accept defeat, that this character is this way or my teammates are this kind of way. You know, everyone finds a way to blame pretty much everybody else. And then they wonder why they're stuck mid-plat or something like that. It's because you suck. Like, No one else is to blame. And I'm saying that to myself as well. I'm not saying that directly to anybody specifically, but like, if I am not able to win the game, unless there's just some stupid somebody leaves the game, if I can't carry the game out or contribute enough to win it, I'm probably just not good enough. Like, let's be real. I'm playing in fucking plat. I'm playing in plat. I'm not. It's not like you're playing at fucking GM or some shit. You're playing, you're playing where everyone else is also basically just as bad as you. So you either get good or lose. Pretty much it. Get good or lose. That is the game. Which I'm fine with fucking getting good. I think I just need to. The thing is, if I play like I'm trying to optimize for actually playing the game, then I'm actually not gonna talk to chat. Like I would sit here and I would talk, but I would not be expressive at all. Like my whole character and demeanor would change if I was really trying to focus on winning the game and to kind of not be entertaining to stream. Then I would just focus in. I don't think that that's going to make for a very entertaining stream because y'all are more important than the fucking game is to me. So, game is fun. I'm still having a good time, but I don't really care too much about the game as much as I care about the stream. You know. If you know, you know. Which I think is cool because, Creeper just subscribed. Thanks for the sub over on Twitch. Much love. Which, it's kind of like I said, I'm trying to build that dynamic where I can, like, play and still be decently good at the game, but also I can, like, just sit here and be stuck in a deep talk about something. I took a fucking microdose before I started stream today. Oh, brother, I am feeling it. I'm definitely feeling that shit. And we ain't gotta shit. I could talk all day about fucking mushrooms. We ain't gotta get into all that shit. But what is today? Today's Monday, bro. It feels like the days just like fly by. I don't know about y'all, but it literally feels like some days just disappear. Just like I know there was that, and I don't know if this is true when I say this, by the way, because I just don't always believe the shit that they try to tell everybody about. The Earth is doing this, and here's what's going on. Like. I believe more of what our astrologers are telling us about that kind of stuff than anything else. But, when they say, like, time is, like, moving faster because the Earth is spinning differently, and which is very true about the entire poles and the destabilization of the electromagnetic sphere around the planet and things like that. Yeah, Dark, your name is still that on YouTube. Ooh, bro, with YouTube, I'm about to have some fun with YouTube, bro. Because I now have enough content that I can go take the stream highlights and I can make specific types of content. Like, I can make those pieces of content where, I don't even fucking care, bro. I'm banning the fucking somber character. It sucks to be you. I don't give a damn. I'm going to start making other types of long-form content, basically, with the current clips we have, and I'm going to start, like, I'm going to at you guys in Discord about it and stuff, too, whenever it's there, but, there will be some, like, actual long-form compilations to watch through. Some of them will obviously, which is cool, I do a dynamic of different types of, like, clips on stream, I suppose, because there will be some for all of the funny rage baity type of stuff. Just crashing out and shit, and there'll be some for like advice and talking about real stuff. I'm playing in fucking gold right now, actually. Once again, I'm still just trying to keep my focus a lot on all the things that really matter. So I'm not gonna lie, I actually am at the point where I have more things that I can be doing every day to be completely productive with the stuff we have going on, that I actually have the time to do. So, which, I mean, it's kind of my fault. I mean, it is my fault, obviously. I'm trying to juggle posting and making music content while also trying to do clips from stream and break down stream and then come on stream and then keep trying to figure out how I'm going to turn all the stuff I'm posting into better stuff so that we find more growth. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I need to stop playing this character, bro. Oh my god. I say that, I miss all the shots on one character, and then I full ding the next character. I'm like, yeah. No, we're good. It's like whenever I start shooting from these damn pistols, it feels like I might need to lower my sensitivity on this character a little bit, actually. Specifically on this character. But yeah, I think I'm gonna win this right now just because my team's good. I think my team is gonna carry this a little bit. For sure. They're cooking right now.
We have the lead. Don't ever let it go.
I didn't even think about that. Can I shoot the fucking motorcycle before it gets to me and then it doesn't do any damage to me? Because I never actually figured that out. I mean, I'd fucking hope so. It'd be ridiculous to sit there and just have to look at it and practically take it, or like... Honestly, alright. It took me fucking 4 games, but I finally did get a goddamn joint roll. Jesus Christ. Nah, this character's fucking... It's just like, bro, this character's so fun. This character is dope. Next thing you know, they're gonna give every single character an offset ability for fucking movement to give them all a goddamn... Everyone's gonna start getting cars that lets them move around the map faster, and then they get auto-disabled by the time you get close enough to people. I feel like there's just some goofy shit that's about to start coming with this game. I'm not gonna cap. What the fuck is... Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Just back to back. What the fuck am I doing right now? Like, what the fuck am I doing? I just lost the whole plot.
I've only come back.
Oh my god, bro. If I swap and then we actually start winning this game, fuck. Because that's what I'm thinking right now. I'm like, if I swap, I might win the game, or at least make a comeback. Don't tell me this character's like fucking cursed or something at this point. Oh, we're in Mizuki. Oh, that's why. Reloading and I keep missing so many shots. That's why. It's because I'm not hitting my fucking shots on this damn character, dude. I'll do what makes me home. You know what's really funny? Because if I'm still streaming by the time I'm fucking 40, bro, or like in my late 30s, the stream is gonna end up turning from playing video games to like fucking avidly trying to do educational content and different kinds of stuff, because I really want to I have like a whole era in my life that I'm gonna get to where I'm just gonna like be very on like reading books and doing different stuff like that, because I mean that's what I want to do. Like I love being creative and doing all the stuff I'm doing, but I really want to educate myself more. The pursuit for wisdom never falls away. Oh my god. Let me just lock in for a second. Maybe if I actually just lock in. Ding. I fuck with it again. We vibe. Oh yeah, it's all, they're also playing Domino. I really shouldn't be playing. Do I need to counter this character right now? That's kind of...
Load up this arrow.
Yo, Six, what's good? Thanks for the follow, gang. Welcome. How are you? Big chillin'. Alright, yeah. Watch the magic, bro. Watch me actually swap characters, and then out of nowhere, it's like, oh my god, we actually fucking... something happens. There's still fucking 4 minutes. Ugh. And I won't let nobody take a piece of my soul. Yo, it's okay. We're all here for the yap sesh, because I'm fucking... It's like I speak Japanese at this point. I can't fucking stop talking sometimes, especially while I'm on mushrooms, bro. Fucking that shit. Yeah, I'm zoned on that shit. I'm fucking dead. Alright, I killed one. Okay, what do we got? Something about... Yo, no, it's okay. I just... To be honest, anytime I'm doing content... What's up? Welcome back, gang. Don't want to not acknowledge you. Chewbacca low-key got ore is crazy. That's crazy. No. Yeah, for sure. I'm that I can't say that on fucking Twitch, but yeah, I'm definitely on my mystery shit game. I'm out here disappearing, hairy as fuck. You know the vibes, right? No, but yo, thanks for the love. I was mainly making that Wait, hold on. So if you're telling me like what would Chewbacca be like if some fucking type like some weird shit, like what would Chewbacca's sound be? Or would he just like yell really loud? I just hit the emote. What emote did I just hit? What are you talking about? What? What emote did I just do? What are you talking? Huh? Yo, you're fried up here. But I made that video, by the way, just because like it's just another piece of content I could throw out there that I feel like would just have been kind of funny. So, all right, bro, I end up not. I just fucked. I have died. I've walked out of spawn and probably died like 3 times just to this fucking tracer, by the way. So, yeah. I'm definitely not paying attention hardly to the fucking game. It's all good. I mean, I just felt like... Yeah, I felt like I could just bring some humor to it. I don't care about hate. Like, that's the thing. Like, every time... I stopped giving a fuck about people's opinions a long time ago. Like, a long time ago. I don't give a single fried fuck about anybody's opinions. I've lived in such a place where even when I wanted to actually take people's opinions, it just didn't matter. Nobody spiritually can tell me who I am more than what I have come to understand with my own, you know, who I am and how I operate. I'm just one of those motherfuckers, I guess, but... Oh my god. I don't like this Domina bitch, bro. I've been stuck by this tracer like 3 times, bro. Please.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it basically is bait, to be honest. It's bait. Bro, to be honest, every post that you see on social media is trying to bait you in general. Everybody wants your fucking intention, engagement. Like, no one's agnostic from that shit. Oh my god. So I have to walk all the way in here. I gotta walk in your fucking face just to kill the bitch. Yeah, no, we lost that one. It's good. It's cooked, man. It's cooked. And see, here's the funny thing. Because I'm pretty sure I got all the way up to where I did one day because I just went on a fat win streak in this game. And then I'm about to somehow drop down close to gold. And then it's just going to... And then it's just going to somehow fucking Uno reverse up in this bitch. You know, it's a lot like doing shit. You just can't... Whether you're going to lose or you're going to win, if you stick around, eventually you're going to level up. So...
You got too close, didn't ya?
See, it's like I don't even like necessarily care about like I appreciate everybody who gives me positive feedback. Don't get me wrong, but I usually just everything is just noise, bro. Everything is noise. It's all fucking noise. It's all noise, all of it. I think that's the thing is like if you're doing it for something other than like yourself, unless you like have a good reason of what you're doing it for other people, like, you know, I'm trying to curate the community we have because I actually don't feel like there's many places on the internet that I have been able to go to as to be involved in people's communities, and then I actually feel like welcomed, or there's actually good people around that, like, you know, I wanted to be one of those people that actually creates a space for people. And then I feel like everything I'm doing is still my service to humanity, just being who I am, because I'm not gonna be able to not be myself in any way. It doesn't really matter what it is. I'm not gonna not be able to be myself. And the more that I've been focused on really anything, caring about numbers, caring about stuff, like the only reason the fucking numbers have actually even mattered is I'm over here like, damn, is this shit gonna pay my bills anytime soon or not? Because like obviously everybody wants to make a living doing and I'm so dedicated into what I'm doing that like obviously that has to be a factor in the whole equation. I have to be thinking about it. And that's kind of just, I feel like that doesn't deteriorate anything. Most people probably kind of think it does. It's more around that whenever you're trying to make or you have something made, it's translating through all of these different barriers to get it in front of people anyway. Like that's really all of this shit is. Like the stream is just a barrier for you to be able to yo, thanks for the sub. Much love, Six. That like the stream is just like a barrier for us to meet here as a place, and for you guys to be able to get to have a connection with me and know more of me and how I am and whatever entertaining, you know, stuff we have going on with the stream and having a good time. But also to like the other way around, this can be a safe place for people. So I feel that I don't want to gratify people by trying to make people happy. I'm not trying to make people happy specifically. I'm trying to make the world see what it needs to see. Okay, I have to give you this fucking, I don't have my I don't have these, I don't know. It takes me 2 fucking seconds to go do them. Hold on. I got you. Let me get you this link. Yeah. I got you. Yo, thanks for this. Welcome to the community, though. Yo, thanks for being here. Pleasure to have you. I just want to bring the principles of what I've learned to people, because it's very simple. We're all humans. We're people. But most people have no idea what that means anymore. So they don't know. They just don't know anything around it. And it's nobody's fault specifically, because we have lived in a world that has objectified people under every umbrella possible in the pursuit of capitalistic gain, which takes people from being people to numbers, to being anything that isn't themselves, that isn't being a person. And I think that's my number one dying mission right now. I don't want to say dying. My number one reason why I'm doing everything that I am doing, like, is just to keep pushing that energy forward. I had a really intricate eighth of mushrooms I did. Like, I've done many doses of psilocybin. I've done many psychedelics. And
Select your hero.
the realization I had around all of this stuff. Obviously, I knew it. I've known it for a while, but there is a part of me that's set with it a lot more because I had to realize how objectified I have been in my life, which has made me then treat myself with cruelty or then take other people's cruelty in one way or another. Sometimes people can't even identify that that's actually what they're putting forth because they are, and many people are plagued through the virus of their culture, upbringing, and trauma as a lens that they view reality through consistently. And unless you have done any of the work on yourself at all to completely shatter that frame of a kaleidoscope, then you will not be able to even accept the belief system around some of those things. But see, we all come back to one important thing, and that's still being instead of doing. The objectification is more in the doing rather than the being. But human beings are not designed in a monoculturalistic way. They're not designed in a way where people are a certain or not a certain type of way. It's a program. And it's very, with the program existing, what I'm getting around to is that when we want to change how this program operates, because there are people who are ready to latch on to the frequency of having raw authenticity, love, humanity, compassion, empathy, and seeing those things even be in another person alone, but in a space. Because I don't want anyone in, even if I had 1 million average listeners on Spotify, if somebody wanted to at me in my Discord and ask me a question, why would I not respond to them? Obviously, unless I'm ridiculously busy, I have stuff going on. What stops me from treating somebody like they're a person and they are asking me a genuine question on something? There's just no reason. I mean, everyone has their reasons for how they want to be and how they want to treat people. That's fine. I'm not going to do that. I don't really care. I'm not going to do that. And a part of even realizing how deep that was for me, because that principle is embedded inside of me, and that's why I am like that. So when I've looked at a lot of things in life and I've wondered why I don't resonate with people, why, I've been very distant with having connections in my life with people as a whole, is because of that. Because I won't play the game. And so when everyone wants to give me suggestions, opinions, or anything else, it kind of goes into the other part of the conversation. The same thing. It's just why would I take any of this when all of you are operating in a certain frequency where you can't even see the empathy that I should have in this scenario with your judgment in some way or another. And it's shattering all these barriers. Same thing for it's like I could sit here, everyone tells you to go chase your dreams and do all that kind of stuff, but most people are stuck chasing a feeling. They're stuck chasing a number on a screen. They're stuck chasing something. And I don't really feel like I'm even doing any of this to chase anything anymore. Yeah, my music is everywhere. Yeah, it's all platforms. We do it as official as you could possibly think around here. Motherfucker, I see you. Yo, thanks, Queen. I'm up in this shit. I'm gonna fuck this Reinhardt's father and take him back. I got 2, please. Yo, I killed 2. It's the end on the point. Fire. Yo, I just twisted that whole thing with a different... It's so crazy to be able to operate in different types of language.
Why be that? Why?
Oh, yo, you're huge, bro. I got you.
Nice.
And I
Good ult.
killed... Yeah, it's for space. Definitely killed nobody with that shit. Mizuki's low.
come on.
Mizuki's 1. Nice. We're huge. I'm over here on the fucking big thigh bitch. She dead. I'm on the fucking Anna's half. Yo, come kiss this Reinhardt goodnight and tuck him in. Come on. Before he swings his fucking hammer on me,
Give Reinhardt
please.
some melatonin. Give him some melatonin. 5
Oh,
milligram.
no,
5
he doesn't need
milligram.
melatonin. Give him some fucking weed gummies. Get him high as fuck.
All right,
I
giving
don't-
him the 5 milligram.
You sound like you take 200 milligrams every other weekend.
Yeah, you sound like you take a vitamin D every day. That's very good for
What
you.
makes you think I take a vitamin D every day? Nah, you motherfucking mama be taking this vitamin D. Shit. All right, let me not. I'm sorry. I love you. Your mom is a nice woman. She brought you into this world, and hopefully she didn't abuse you as a child. Anyway,
He takes his vitamin D.
forgive and try to forget. Exactly. I mean, remember we're still playing video games. That's like that's the craziest thing about getting into all this shit we're talking about. Man, I am a psychedelic shaman. I have a deep amount of experience dealing with psychedelics and helping people, guiding people through them, etc. So, you know, I think anybody to get the actual, you know, doing a high dose, I would say once a year is an extremely productive thing. But the best benefit that somebody can have by taking psilocybin would be microdosing and staying on a 6-month time period of doing that, probably on a 5 on, 2 off. And I say this is taking like a grain of rice, like literally like barely any of it. Because the exposure to it is still doing all of the biochemical processes inside of your body. So you're getting all of the benefits from it. There's 256 clinical trials on clinicaltrials.org. If anybody wanted to know all of the fucking deep science around every layer of mushrooms, then it's fucking there. There's literally no fucking questioning about the...
Right,
it's basically one of the best neurochemical vitamins on the planet. So I'm always going to be taking that until I can't take it anymore because I'm not here. So, type shit. But yeah, no, I'm on a microdose right now. That's probably what has me as activated as I am in this bitch, low key. Because I don't know, I wasn't feeling it yesterday very much. I don't really know why, and I wasn't feeling it too much earlier today. But that shit got in my system, and I'm zoned now. I'm locked in. I feel like psilocybin is still just a hand-in-hand aid with doing that stuff. I mean, like, that's the whole reason why that's what it brought me into, was my internal work and meditation and slowing me down. I feel like it helps me slow down a lot now. I used to, it's funny enough, before algorithms and being dedicated to all this stuff, I used to just sit on the ground a lot and actually just, like, take the time to take it slow and stretch, and I still stretch and everything, but it doesn't feel the same. So, and psilocybin still definitely lets me have a really good baseline for that. So, it's a tool at the end of the day when you're doing certain things, so it's not like everybody needs it. But it has progressively been a beautiful gateway to help people get into things, and, you know, depending on who you are and your ability to operate on it, then, you know, depends on what you're going to do with it. I feel like it always just unlocks me into a fucking place that I also don't need the substance to experience. I spend more days now in between actually taking the substance, funny enough. GG, twin. Oh, I actually got play. That's crazy. It's funny, if you look up the word meditation, it literally means to know self. So if you aren't meditating, you're not getting into the deep practice of actually knowing self. By the way. That's fair enough. We're authentic, that's fair enough. I think it's different for everybody in their journey. Yeah. 6, yeah. Literally. So it's like, practicing stillness is the most important thing. It's the number one thing you can be doing to actually do internal self-discovery. That's why anyone having to get into that line of, I want to say, conscious awareness and really getting in tune with themselves requires stillness and meditation. You know, when I say this, but like, I'm not as avid with it as I should be because I've been so go get up, do. Like I've sped up my life a lot more. Mainly because of algorithms and trying to appease the algorithms. A lot of my actions have been proportioned into that. So yeah, but it's the practice of knowing self is what gives you the structure for the identity to things that you are not consciously aware of and even subconsciously bringing out. There's a bridge that gets gapped whenever you actually start practicing in the state of stillness. Because you could say many different forms of what people experience in a day-to-day are meditation. You know, when people are playing video games is their form of meditation sometimes. A lot of people it's not because they're crashing the fuck out. But, you know, and that's kind of like the goal with what essences of meditation you do change. Like, I would say it would active and passive forms of meditation. Because there are plenty of active forms of meditation that we can prose, but I don't know that I would really call those meditation. To be completely honest, I still think that we would be over-identifying a different type of action. And because any form of stimulation is actually not bringing you into what stillness is designed to do. Motion is designed to get you in a different type of rhythm and experience that can still be meditatively induced to a degree. It can still lower your brain state and bring you down, but it's not building an operational structure inside of you that you can now recognize. It brings your awareness into a different facet, which actually would begin real internal awareness. Yo, Philly, what's up? I mean, that's one form of it. There's many different forms of meditation, and some of them are very loose, meaning like I could tell you just literally practicing stillness every day, just closing your eyes, doing nothing, not listening to music, not doing anything, just sitting there, or laying down is a better way to do it. Not going to sleep, but just there for 30 minutes and just do nothing. But then we want to start adding in other layers to it, like deep breathing and changing the state of your breath, because that then actually changes the state of your brain. We want to lower the brainwave state, because when we lower the brainwave state, we now have access to different orders of consciousness, and that is where meditation does change the game, when you are utilizing the mechanisms of it to change your biology, and those biological changes now let you actually expand your consciousness. You know, you're good, Philly. I was actually wondering, I was like, damn, I started the stream, Philly is not here. Like, is bro good? Like, are you good, bro? You show up so much that when you aren't showing up, I'm actually worried about your existence, bro. Like dead ass. I'm like, is bro good? That's crazy. You know, but it just means you show up here literally so often. Like that's fire though. I hope you're feeling good, man. I don't know why I'm not on mushrooms every day, bro. I feel activated still. Like, my energy levels on a natural day when I'm sitting here talking and doing what I'm doing, I will probably start winding down towards the 2-hour mark. My Twitch watching is like the 2-week. I don't know what the fuck that means, gang. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know, like, yeah, usually by I hit like the hour and a half mark when I'm streaming, my energy levels just go down. I don't know if it's because chat starts to die down and then like my energy is kind of tied off of chat or whatever else it is, which it really shouldn't be that way, but sometimes it kind of is, because I feel like depending on how I feel in the day, sometimes if we just aren't really having an actual conversation, then I'm just like, I'm just fucking chilling, bro. I'm not really worried about shit. But so I have to remember, you know, how important my tools are. I don't know why I ever stopped taking. Probably because feeling like this every day. I'm saying that I can't even drive right now because my car is parked in the fucking driveway, so I don't get it repossessed. So I'm not going anywhere anyway, gang. I ain't fucking going anywhere. So I might as well get back on my introspective experience. Oh yeah. Which, to be fair, Six, like the stream is just, it's just kind of here, you know. I do enjoy this. I think it's a really great way for me to be able to speak out things to the camera how I've wanted to do, because that's the other thing I've wanted to do aside from making music and all the music stuff, is really just to talk about important things that I think I should be talking about, because I can talk about them. I have a million fucking different things that I've researched and studied on and whatever the fuck else. Just I got a lot going on up, and I don't want to say it's my brain, because information is a download more than it is anything else, and somehow I have the capacity to be able to get into all of these different spaces, but I've needed a medium to do that more actively. I have a talking TikTok where I was doing some of that for a while, and then I also had the podcast. But the thing with those two things is that they feel a little less like this does. You know, where like I like the whole being able to have people involved in the conversation or add into the conversation in some way or another. And it definitely really helps it go more, because sometimes I feel like things come out of me. And also, once again, it's very much a download for me with everything that comes out of my mouth, more than I'm actually like thinking about it. And so I feel like a lot of times I become a certain type of mirror for bringing information out whenever certain people need it. That's why I've talked about, like, I feel like I have really good one-on-one sessions with people talking about, even if it's therapeutic based things, talking about trauma and getting into people's stuff. There are just things that come out of me more in interpersonal settings that I wish I could record or have pulled out to give that same information to other people. But if you tried to have me pull that out when I'm not like that, it's not going to come out as avidly, or the way I had put it out that way. You know what I mean? And it's like, but that itself, however it came out of me, still would be so valuable to put out there. And so, exactly. It's amazing, and it's just a part of how I operate. It's just something that's extremely natural to me. So it's only a matter of time until I found a way to do all that. You out?
I'm leaving my truck.
All right, bro. Yeah, you're good. All right, bro. I'll catch you later.
All right, stream.
Yo, Q's dipping. He was hanging out for a minute. So I think the stream has become a really beautiful medium for me, with trying to bring in that type of stuff. And there is another part of my personality. I don't like to sectionalize these types of things when I talk about all these aspects of who I am, you know. But I notice, obviously, like, sometimes based on your environment will then base what comes out of you. And so it's like, I talk about playing VR chat, because when I play VR chat, I feel like the socialization part of what I just described kind of locks in a little bit harder, because everyone's just there to talk and be social. It's not really anything else around what's going on here in playing games and stuff, right? Which I actually would prefer to do that if possible. Once again, just because I feel like it would as an art VR chat, it's not the way you think it is. I've been playing that game since I think 18.
Yo, hold up this arrow, man.
Yo, Cryptid, what's good? Thanks for the follow, gang. How are you? It is and it isn't. So for anybody that does play VR chat, I do have a group on VR chat, and we have the whole thing on there set up. So, but, and I know there's all the kind of stuff that goes on, like performances and everything else. Like, I know all of that is there, and it's real, but it's not. You have to start asking yourself, what do you want? What kind of conversions do you want, and how are you going to get them? VR chat is the epitome of something that is extremely interpersonal in ways it does not offer any scalability, and it doesn't offer any really good re-exposure. It requires your presence much more frequently than anything else. And so if I'm wanting to really drag a dedicated amount of people at scale to my Spotify or to have other things, it's not the best place to be. In fact, it's not actually worth it at all. And I'm talking about the talking to people part of it, mainly just from obviously talking to people. I feel like I get a lot out of that game when I play it. And if I actually sat here and was able to do that kind of thing, which I could go on Kick, I guess, and we could sit here and fuck around. Then, you know, it'd be fire. But I think the reason why I haven't really got too into, like, it's funny, my circumstances also are kind of dictating things, because my headphones are broke. So, like, I can't do any actual live performances right now, because I have my headphones broke. I can't sit here and get into the fucking mode I need to. It's actually stopped me from playing certain games. So, like, I would probably play maybe more Fortnite or some other things if I actually had headphones that worked. So, it's really interesting how this medium works for me, right here. In general, of like, I can play this game, it's very casual for me, I don't need to, like, I'm still trying and I'm trying to win and I'm still playing, but I don't need to be laser focused on all of the audio related stuff to actually still play this game well, which is crazy to me. I actually could turn my audio off on this game and I would still be playing pretty decent. There's enough visual cue that, like, I've done it before, but anyway. Oh my god. But this game offers me enough space to be able to just, like, being on stream and talking about stuff. So, you know, I never know what exactly is going to come out of me or when. And what was I saying? There's also, like, a part of my personality that also comes out in a fun way playing VR chat. You know, just like, just being goofy and having silly conversations with people and not taking it too seriously. Because I try to not always just be fucking, oh man, I'm serious, bro. Like, well, I mean, I like to keep it that way because I don't like to obfuscate energy in any way. Which that's a fucking crazy word for me to come out of my mouth right now. My brain cells just weren't working there, I'm not gonna lie. They pressed Q. Why would I press Q? You know what? How about we just don't ask any fucking questions, even if I'm trying to ask them in a metaphorical way. I'm just gonna ask no questions. But yeah, at least on the VR chat stuff, it's not like it's bad in any way, and it's fun. There's a lot of good people on there. There's a lot of really good communities around it, but it just kind of depends on what you want to do. I've actually found more people to, like, collaborate with on music and stuff like that playing VR chat than I have anything else, which I think is cool. Like, technically, we wouldn't have made I Watched You Walk Away if we didn't find fucking Nacist on VR chat. That's where I met him. And we made I Watched You Walk Away, like, not too long after I had met him. So, for me, really, I don't have much else that I play. Like, aside from Fortnite, everything else is pretty mild. Or I just don't, like... video games, honestly, have started to fall off for me a lot aside from playing this game the past few years. Like, at least whenever Fortnite actually died, because Fortnite was, like, my main #1 fucking game for quite some time. And, aside from, like, Overwatch was the OG for me, but 2017 came around, and, brother, I was on that shit. I was locked in. Get out of my face, bro. And that was huge. Wait. Did he go up? Or did he die? No, he didn't die. The fuck? He's over there. So aside from Fortnite, really nothing else, man. Like, everything else that I played was games that I played that nobody plays anymore, that we can't really play. You know, just OG stuff on the Xbox and things like that. I grew up on Halo, Gears of War, you know, the early COD series, all that kind of stuff. So it's like, you know, now you try to get into any of that. I mean, I don't have any of the games, actually. I can't play them, even if I were to, but yeah, I don't really have anything else. I didn't really like Apex or Valorant. I've thought about getting into GTA roleplay just because I know I have the personality and stuff to do it. It'd be kind of fun. Minecraft is fun sometimes. I don't really get the same enjoyment out of Minecraft as I used to. I haven't played Minecraft for a long time. I never really... I mean, like, if I go look at the top of Twitch right now, for instance, there's not really anything at the top of, like, there's nothing I really want to play. That's why, honestly, I've been thinking of transitioning a lot of this stream to being less just playing games and either just more IRL and chilling, to be honest, or like, which fucking, there's plenty of fucking people doing that shit, obviously, so I'm not sure about that. Or like actually trying to do other things that don't have anything to do with gaming, like making music, learning guitar and instruments and doing other kinds of stuff. Like, I feel like I could be like multi-productive on stream, getting into some other things. Yeah, I mean, this is the only game still for me right now that, like, on any casual day I could load up and I'd probably have a pretty good time. Everything else, no. Fortnite gets fucking boring to me now. I just don't like it. Everyone's so good at it, and I'm not gonna sit here and take the time at all to get better at it again, because I just don't want to play it every day. So, like, there's no point in trying to play it casually. No, actually, those songs are not self-produced. Those are YouTube beats. Those are, like, pray to my soul I never get fucking caught up in some shit, to be honest, because I've gotten away with it before in the past. Just on a few songs, but, like, it's just, I was looking for a very specific sound that I know nobody has done at all, like, or has tried to recreate. Like, the amount of Trippy Red beats that are probably sitting on YouTube right now that nobody has done anything with is astronomical, because nobody's recreating that shit at all. You know, so I know the old method of being able to find, you know, people who have, like, maybe abandoned their old YouTube accounts, or maybe they just did some things for fun and they made a bunch of beats and they just ended up making some cool shit and they just never cared about it again. Like, some of the, I don't know if it shows up this way anymore, but like Rain, Knife Fight, and a lot of older songs that I had that actually did extremely well, or that people really liked, I didn't produce them. And I ended up pretty much getting to own those beats because the dude who originally produced them actually didn't care that I got them. He was like 14 and he was from Brazil. This is like 2017 or something, by the way. And, I mean, he didn't really give a fuck that I was using them, and at some point, he just deleted all of them off of YouTube anyway, and his whole account and everything, just gone. So I'm like, okay, I guess I just basically own these now. Like, it's fucking fire, that works for me. Like, and I'm not out here just trying to, like, you know, ridiculously take people's music. Like, if anybody that I've used their stuff were to hit me up, then I would more than willing, I wouldn't do something like crazy, but like, I'll give you a split if you want to split, or if you just want me to pay you outright for it, even though I don't have the fucking money to do that shit right now. I'll do it. You know, there's just, why not? I don't want people to not get credited and paid for their stuff, but like, but if nobody's gonna come around to claim any of that stuff, I'm not gonna sit here and like do the most. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and be absurdly trying to make sure somebody gets taken care of on something. If you aren't paying attention, then that's not my problem. So, but the whole album I'm gonna do next in that same style as the EP we just did, all coming off YouTube, gang. They've been sitting there for 3 years, and I promise you, and nobody's used them, because I haven't gotten a single copyright strike on them just from trying to upload them. That's also how I know if something has already been used or not anyway. So, it's not a big deal. That music is fucking fire too. It's some of the best stuff I've made. So, at some point, maybe I'll learn how to recreate it, and I'll be able to do it, but, like, those are also made in such a really intricate way. Like the sound design to those is something I could recreate, but to probably have come up with it on the top of my head would not have come out, you know. So that's why I think I just kind of going back earlier. I really try not to limit myself just for this exact reason. If I limited myself, I would have been like, oh man, I can't use no YouTube beats. I'm fucked, bro. Like, and then look where I would be. You know, I wouldn't have made these amazing songs. Yeah, and I actually tried reaching out to all of these people, by the way. Like, anytime I use something, before I even put that stuff out, I was trying to contact the person. But it's just like ghost town, like they're not even there. Or they just really don't care. So, you know, I would love... my end goal for my project is to have multiple producers and have multiple, like, guitarists and people writing for the project, because I could... If I had a diversity of music that I could create right now, just by having enough different people writing for my project, I could have it. Bro, I would have, 100% I would have already put out. Like, I put out the 2 EPs that I did, and I produced one of them myself, and all that kind of stuff. Bro, if I had the ability to put out more music in different genres in the same capacity, like I had enough people working on it, I would have so much shit up. Just in the past fucking 30 days. You give me a metalcore album. I will make that shit in a heartbeat. Give me a fucking like hardcore like or deathcore Thrones type album or that type of shit. I'll make that shit in hours, bro. Like, there are some things that I haven't even got around to doing that I've been so excited to do that if I just had them in front of me, I would just literally be churning that shit out, churning it out. And there's a lot of cool things on YouTube, but there's not a lot of cool things on YouTube with some of these genres, and I'm not going to get as lucky with every other genre I try to get into. It's just not going to work. So for the metal stuff, because, like, bro, your metalheads are not people that throw out their fucking instrumental shit and they don't want to get, they just, because you do either have to find a really good producer, and I listen through shit, and I will listen through and I will find it. I'm like, obviously, people have told me my beat selection's pretty fucking good, and it's like, it's the taste that I always have for things. So some of that stuff, like, I've tried looking for it, but that stuff is not something that's easy to just make most of the time. And it's not something that you can easily make and then it not sound like shit, to be fair. So it's like, for some of that stuff, I'd have to basically be directly working with someone, like for instance, doing the metal stuff that we've done so far. You know, if Alex wasn't as good as he is with not just playing the guitar, but understanding writing structure and how to write things appropriately, it would just, like, it doesn't work. I've listened to so many people try and do different things going through YouTube, at least as far as the metal and rock genre goes, and it's dog shit. It's not good. And I don't expect anybody that's actually good at all of these things, because like, rock is the genre that I'm just gonna say it out. Rock is the genre that actually takes fucking skill. And when something takes skill, it is not devalued as much as people making YouTube beats. I could make 100 YouTube beats right now. I could, like, people could sit here and say they have some type of creativity blocker, but I could sit here, if I was like, I want to see how fast I can make 100 beats, and I could make sure that they're all quality because of what I know, like, all that kind of stuff, I could churn that out in maybe 2 hours, bro. Very simple. Whether I have to make the samples myself or not. But it's just like, that doesn't mean they're going to be foundational. It doesn't, like, and that's why those YouTube beats, people kind of let them go and they usually just don't give it. They really don't care. And some people, like, for the stuff that I did with this rage stuff, that's actually in the dude's bio. He's just like, just did this for fun, like, don't really care. And that's why that stuff is 3 years old, and he's never even got back on it. So yeah, we'll get there. I know I'll get there, but I want it to be just like with the stuff I've already done. It's also now it's funny I say this, I now have a threshold though in quality, because like maybe years ago when I was doing stuff, I could have been fine with taking a deteriorated quality worthy of something, but like, you know, the way me and Alex do it is like he'll make the demo and then he'll send me all of the raw files so that I can put it in and I can make it sound really good. And, you know, I'll maybe do some minor changes to the drums, add some flares, you know, do a little bit of this and that. Just do my thing on the producer side. And so it's like even finding enough people that are at his level that I also would be able to like do that kind of stuff with is like a dime a dozen. Well, I mean, anything electronic is going to be pretty easy to make. I think making really good rage beats isn't as easy as it might seem, because I think that there just is like a... I mean, I've just heard plenty of them. Even like listening to like... I don't think there's actually enough rage music that resonates. There's not. I've heard plenty of it, like in a basic structure. Yeah, it might seem... Every single genre is easy to make in basic structural form. Like, let's just make that pretty clear. If you know how to break down any fucking genre or anything to recreate it, like, it's not that hard. But actually writing something that sounds amazing in any genre is not... That's not always just gonna be that easy. I've heard plenty of these rage artists come out and it's just like, it is what it is. Like, it don't even sound that good. I'm hearing the same fucking thing over and over again. So I think to also have the uniquity behind making something in a genre, and you know, all that kind of stuff, like I don't think it's like, yeah, if you want to make some bullshit, then making bullshit all day is not. Like, we could say that making bullshit isn't hard. You know, everything is easy to make if you're just bullshitting 100%. But making something quality actually really takes a level of skill and creativity to get it done. Well, I mean, but most people doing like the generic rage stuff that we're talking about are people like basically just doing all the generic stuff around it anyway. So it is what it is. That's why like the whole like Rolling Loud thing with all the upcoming artists were just basically centered around all these rage artists, and I'm like, this rage is not even the fucking underground, just that, and it also is not the fucking future of all this shit either, because like honestly I fully believe, bro, like, and I believe this so deeply, that the shit that I'm doing is so unique, but also not, but familiar at the same time. That was actually a really close game. That was actually really close. Almost won that shit. That it could pop off, but you know, things popping off also requires people to be ready for it. And you know, the rage stuff, it's just a phase. Something else is gonna come out. There's gonna be something else. I think the whole underground is boring, and it's been boring anyway for a minute, just because like people are still trying to sound like other people in some way or another. And like most people in the underground also can't sing. Most of these motherfuckers doing this stuff, they can't sing. It doesn't sound good. How are you gonna not sound copy paste if you can't fucking make yourself sound different? So it's like, I kind of think that's where my stuff comes from. Yeah, I mean, I don't really the underground, I feel like, isn't even a real thing anymore. I'm just gonna say it like that. Like the TikTok and like everything to do with all that shit has kind of destroyed this whole idea of what an underground is. There's people who have millions of monthly listeners, and people hardly still know who they are. You can have a whole music career even going, and it still be pretty out there, and motherfuckers don't know who you are. Like, there's what are we even defining as the underground anymore? You know what I mean? Like, what? Because I've actually, at least when I was scrolling through Instagram like that, I was hearing all kinds of different stuff from people. All kinds of different shit. And actually, a lot of it was based in rap and stuff like that, instead of and not just all the rage stuff. Damn. Yo, Instagram's still doing pretty well though now. It's gonna take some fucking time. I mean, I feel like on this account I could actually get something to go viral now. Maybe I feel like that because an algorithm reset could make it happen. Maybe this is actually for the best. Maybe. Okay. I've had my phone not in my hands this whole time, so I'm not looking at it. But all right, I think we're getting around the time where I'm going to actually get off of the stream. We've been here for about 2 hours. 2 hours. And man, I have talked like a motherfucker. I have a lot of clips out of breaking down all this stuff. There's going to be a lot. A lot. So we're going to see. But yeah, man, I'm chilling, just hanging out. So we'll be back on stream tomorrow. And yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all here tomorrow. So thank you for hanging out.